Hi, it's been a little while. Um, I didn't plan on waiting this long before I did another video, but life got in the way. Um, Full-time mom and work full-time, and so it can be a little bit difficult to find time to myself. Never mind time to do other things. So, life update. I have a new job. I just started a new job. This is Monday, and I'm just starting my second week at my new job. And so I'm pretty excited about that. Um, I am in the same field that I was in before. I've been in purchasing for 10 years, and so I'm still doing that. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the purchasing area of things. Um, but I'm just in a different industry now. I was in the auto industry, and I'm in the plumbing parts and accessories industry. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to learning more all about their systems. So it's going to be completely different as far as all their systems and stuff like that goes. So lots of information being thrown at me, but I really, really enjoy it. And everybody is amazing. Everybody's so nice. So there's that. Um, and then, yeah, just, the everyday life of having two children under the age of 9 and a house and husband and all that stuff, right? So I'm sure all of you know to some degree what busy is like. So I've been really, really good. Um, I think on my last video, I had an issue with the drains. I think is kind of like what we had talked about, was a lot of drain problems. So I am very thankful that my issues with drains is over. Now, please remember that not everybody runs into the problem that I did with the drains. Um, I did go for a drainless tummy tuck. That was the intention. But then my body in particular wasn't really interested in cooperating as much as maybe I would have liked it to. And I was retaining too much fluid, and they had to put drains in. And so there became like this little bit of a back and forth with the drains. They took them out and they had to put them back in, which kind of sucked. But in the end, I knew it wasn't going to last forever, and it didn't. Thank goodness. Um, so the drains are out, and they've been out for a long time. I think they were only in for a little while longer after the last time they had to go in. I think they were only in for another week, and then that was it. So um, it's just been a lot of scar healing and taking care of my scar to begin the process of minimizing the pink and purple and it turning a little more white. And it's getting better and better with time. It's looking so good. So I've been doing that. I've been using, I think it was the Mederma MPM, and I'm still using the Alouette hydrating spray. I love that stuff. So I usually use it first after I have my shower and I towel off. Then I spray that on the scar and let it dry. And then I use the cream after and put that on. And it's like really helping the scar to look better and better all the time. So amazing. I do still have days where I get a little bit swollen. It's not bad by any means. It almost just kind of feels like I'm a little bit bloated. And yeah, like obviously there are times where I am bloated. If I don't eat the right foods, I do get a little bloated. But it's yeah, there are times when if I am too physically active, there are times where I do still get a little bit swollen, but that was to be expected. The nurse who had been taking care of me, she has experience because she had her own tummy tuck. And so it's not just her taking care of other people who've had tummy tucks, but she had her own. And she found that for at least a year afterwards, she would get swollen from time to time. It's not bad. It's not like when you first get your tummy tuck and you're like super swollen. It wasn't that bad, but she said, like, in really humid weather, or if you're overactive, like if you are exercising a lot, I would recommend keeping your compression garment around for those days when you are exercising until your body adjusts. Keep it around to wear the compression garment from time to time to help with the swelling. I haven't put the compression garment back on for a long time, but I do still have it, and I will use it. I will keep it around and use it if it comes to where I am uncomfortable with the swelling. So yeah, I don't really think that there is a whole lot else as far as updates go on my tummy tuck. I was overall, when I think about the whole experience, I have been very happy with the whole experience overall. There were some setbacks that I had, yes, but when I think about what I wanted to accomplish, I think that was all worth it for me. I had a lot to get rid of. I had 3 pounds of skin and tissue, and I had a lot of lipo that came off. And so when I think about everything that they took off and the work they did, and what it looks like now, the setbacks for me were worth it. And I just kept the perspective, like the big whole perspective of the fact that I knew that it was all going to end, and I knew that it was all going to get better, and I wasn't going to have to live like that for the rest of my life. That wasn't going to be a price I was going to have to pay. So yes, you should take into account and consideration the idea that there might be some setbacks from time to time, like the abscesses. I had those. So I had them right along the very front of my incision line, right along like the pubic area. I had abscesses, and I had quite a few of them. So the scarring there kind of reflects that I had those. I had gone for a drainless tummy tuck. I ended up having to have drains, and I ended up having to have them for quite a while, like quite a few weeks. And so there were all of those setbacks. But when I see the results and how I feel, being able to fit into my jeans properly. Because before, my butt fit in my jeans fine, my legs fit in my jeans fine, but I had this stomach that was just like, I felt like I had to tuck it in. You know what I mean? Like I had to get the high-waisted jeans, and I had to tuck my stomach in, and I had to be careful with what shirts I wore. And my face didn't have extra weight on it. The rest of my body didn't have a lot of extra weight on it. Yeah, I could still stand. I would like to still lose maybe 15 or so pounds. But overall, I was really happy with what I had after having children, except for my stomach. So when I take a look at what I have now after going through all of that, I'm so happy. I don't need to be a model, be in magazines. I'm not looking to be anybody famous. I just want to be comfortable. Like that was my goal. I wanted to be comfortable in the clothes that I was wearing. And I wasn't going to be able to accomplish that with just regular diet and exercise. I had to get rid of the extra skin and tissue. And so that was my goal. Everybody's goal is going to be a little different. Your goal might be a little bit different from mine. And You need to be comfortable with your process that you're going to have to go through to get the results that you're looking for. I needed to feel my confidence back again in myself. And I have that now. And it's so important for me to be able to show my two girls a mom that takes good care of herself, that is confident with herself and is happy with herself and what she has for her body, and is happy with even the flaws. You know, I need to be comfortable with the flaws that I can't change. And so I want to be a good role model for my girls. And I want them to know that if there is something that you can't change with diet and exercise, and it really means that much to you, then, and it's going to make the world a difference for your confidence, I want them to feel comfortable with that. I want them to feel comfortable in knowing that they have my support and in seeing what I went through, and that it's not all about your appearance and what other people see, but it's in your confidence and how you feel about yourself. That's what matters. And that's what I want my girls to see, that their mom took care of herself to feel comfortable and confident in herself, not what other people are going to see. I don't care what other people, I'm not the prettiest girl in the world. I am not the most fit girl in the world. I am not, you know, I'm just not one of those. I'm not one of those girls. I want them to see a mom that's confident with herself and who is happy with what she has, and not striving to make other people happy. That's important to me. So kind of rambled on a little bit. Hopefully some of that hit some of you the way you needed it. Hopefully you heard something from that, from my perspective, that helps you in some way. Do what makes you feel like you're in a place where you're comfortable and happy. And the other thing that I also did was, my number one priority was to make sure that I was seeking God in my decision as well, and making sure that I felt like I was in a place with him where it was our decision and not just my decision. So that also was a huge factor for me. It might not be for other people, but for me, that was important. So anyway, without further ado, I will show you the results of this last update. Let me know, guys, if there's something else you want to see from me, some other kind of content that you want to see from me. I've kind of touched on a couple of things, my anxiety that I deal with, so I'm on medication for that. Let me know if you want to see content about that, if you want to know about how I deal with my anxiety and depression, how that's all happened, and how I came to a place where I needed to reach out for help. And, you know, let me know if you want to know about mom stuff. I don't know. I wanted to come on here and do this tummy tuck stuff, and I did. And this is kind of the end of it. I'm in a place where I think that this is pretty good for updates. So let me know if you want to see something else. And then, yeah, so after I show you what is left here and what I look like, then I'll say goodbye, okay? Thanks, everybody, for all your awesomeness. You are all amazing. You're all amazing women. You're all amazing. And thank you all for all of your really great comments. Okay, so this is kind of a review. I feel like I'm a little bit swollen today, but it's the end of the day. I had supper not long ago, so there is that. My scar has healed so great, and it looks, I'm like super, super happy with it. There's a little bit of a dark spot there, but that of course will get better with time. But all of this is like faded so well, and it's like, it looks so good. Like, I am so happy. I am happy with the way I look. Like, you can kind of see in the other mirror too. The mirror behind me. can get kind of like a side view. Yeah, I am definitely a little bit swollen today and maybe a little bloated from dinner, but if you look at my very first video, you'll see what I was working with, and this is amazing compared to what they all took off. So I'm happy, you need to be happy, and you're all amazing. So comment back, let me know how's it going with you and what do you want to see. Bye.